weekend because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Hold on to your panties. The party is about to begin.
I can hardly wait.
I love this show. Check 1, check 2, check 3.
Are we ready?
Check 4.
You know what? Enough talk. It's showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I'm only happy when it rains.
Blame it on the rain that was falling.
Here comes the rain again.
I want to know, have you ever seen the rain?
I love the rainy night.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
Just a little rain.
Have some rain. It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. But I will say, I know in parts of the area, we're still seeing rain, some heavier rain up north. But just as the clock struck 5 o'clock, the sky started to clear over the studios of WHIO. The pond that was out on Route 48, right in front of the building where people were plowing through, throwing waves 10, 20 feet. You can see video of that on my Facebook page, by the way. Me and a pigeon were watching. Literally, there was a pigeon out there watching. And then it's dried up out there, and now there's sun. And I can't believe, that's a lot of rain. That is a lot of rain, but thank God we got. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I saw that the National Weather Service said we set a record today for rainfall that broke a 94-year-old record. This was posted a little earlier on WHIO.com. At that point, they said there was 2.01 inches of rain at the Dayton International Airport. And that breaks a previous record of 1.72 inches of rain set in 1931. Wow. And I think Ron's got some other stats as well, which he'll touch on in the news. But man, oh man, it was just like coming down. I had a dentist appointment this morning out in Centerville. When I left, it was just starting to sprinkle a little bit, just a little bit. And by the time I got out of the chair, nice clean teeth though, it was pouring. It was pouring, and it kept pouring until I got to the station, and then came in to start working on stuff. And then I broke my headphones, and then I had to run home to get my backup headphones. And it was raining, and it was raining, and it was raining. And then it dawned on me this past weekend, Mary and I were out running around, and we were at the Coles in Beaver Creek. And she said, "Hey, we've got some Coles cash. Don't you need an umbrella?" I said, "Nah. I'll be all right." And I wasn't. I was soaking wet 2 or 3 times today. But I bet many of you were in the same predicament. But like I said, now we got the rain that I think was supposed to have fallen over the last month or so. We got, or maybe the last couple months. And now we got it all in one full swoop. But it's clearing out. It's clearing out. And I think tomorrow is supposed to be probably, I would say, like the first real fall-like day. You know, it's supposed to only be in the upper 60s next couple days. That's where we're looking. So I guess maybe fall is here now. And somebody's saying that they've got roof leaks at work. Wow. Well, this kind of rain will do it for you for sure. So I hope you're faring well. I did notice when I was out running around, it's been so long since we've had rain, people forget how to drive in rain. They really do. And it's that way when we got our first snow. People just seem to forget how to drive. It takes them a few minutes to adjust. And that's what I saw today out on 35 when I was heading home to get my backup headphones. But if you got any comments on the rain, 937-457-1290. Parker, can you hop on the line, hop on the mic there? Because you are the resident sports expert. He's got the Orange Zone. He hosts his own sports talk radio show every Sunday morning here on WHIO. It's the Orange Zone, and it's on from
10 a.m. to 11:30.
That's right. So I saw the big story today, and a lot of people are talking about it. And again, I've mentioned this, a day or so ago. I know that we are the official voice of the Cleveland Browns, but we also have a lot of Bengals fans that listen to the station, so they like to know what's going on. Joe Flacco coming to the Bengals on a was it a blockbuster trade?
I don't know if it was a blockbuster, but
did the Bengals trade like 2 boxes of Bill's donuts for Joe Flacco? Is that?
They did not.
No, that's not.
No, they did not.
So Joe Flacco was he like the backup, one of the backup quarterbacks in Cleveland?
He was officially the second string quarterback in Cleveland. Yes.
Okay, so we what did we trade? Do we know what we trade, or what? Not we, but the Bengals. They traded. I know they had to trade somebody, maybe some like draft picks or something like that.
Yes,
to get Flacco, because boy, oh boy, the Bengals are struggling without Joe Burrow.
Yes, the official trade details say that the Browns have traded a 6th round pick to the Bengals and Joe Flacco. In return, the Browns receive a 5th round pick.
Oh, wow. So they basically just swapped picks from 6th round to 5th round.
Yes.
And the Browns got rid of Flacco.
Yeah, you got it.
Wow, that's an interesting trade. Are you sure there weren't donuts involved? I mean, it sounds like there could have been.
No, don't. Maybe there was some donuts
sort of
involved.
backhanded back alley deal with donuts.
Maybe some Cincinnati chili involved.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. Could be.
So does this mean that let's see, Shadir Sanders? Shadir. He's moved up then in the pecking order?
You would think. There's been no official announcement.
Interesting.
Yeah, you would think that though.
Yeah. All right. Well, how do you think it's going to work out?
Well, we'll see. That's why I can't predict it. That's why everybody.
I'm asking for a prediction.
I'm not going to predict anything.
Oh, for crying out loud!
How about this? If you want to hear my prediction, tune in on Sunday morning.
Oh, that's an excellent tease.
There you go.
Hey, by the way, how did and I'm gonna this egg on my face here. How did your first Friday night touchdown 7 go? I didn't get to watch it because we got rid of Paramount Plus, and that's where I used to watch Channel 7. And I was scrambling, trying to find it, and I couldn't find it. And then my wife reminded me the next morning that we still have it. It's just on our Amazon platform. But anyway, how did it go? I didn't see it.
I think it went well.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had some good games around the Miami Valley. And
you didn't freeze up looking at the camera and
didn't freeze up.
Oh,
no.
That's good.
No,
that's
all good.
Yeah. Did you use any clever catchphrases like we talked about?
No catchphrases yet.
Parker, Parker. Come on.
I did throw out a look, Mom, one hand.
Oh.
Our play of the week came from the Brookville Oakwood game.
Oh, okay.
Brookville had an incredible 64-yard touchdown catch. And Lamb was the name of the kid who made the catch. One hand. So
One Hand Lamb, that's his new nickname.
When he made the catch, I said, "Look, Mom, one hand."
Well, that's pretty good. That's not bad for a first show. Well, awesome. Thank you.
But
and I'm going to make sure to watch it this Friday.
It was fun, and we'll give it a go round 2 this week.
Well, I'm excited for you. That's awesome. We got some dog news.
Oh, I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. Yes, I'm a good dog. 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 I'm a good real good dog. See, I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog.
So I saw this story, and I got to give a shout out to my sister-in-law Sarah, who tagged me in this. This is a post from the Humane Society of Greater Dayton, and you know I love dogs. I love dogs. We have Lily. This is Lily, and Luna, but I don't have a recording of her. She's very, very shy. She will not bark on command. But anyway, I saw this story, and this is a great story, but it's also kind of sad in that these there's two dogs being kept at the Humane Society of Greater Dayton. They're up for adoption. It's Mimi and Heaven. Those are the two dogs. Mimi, let's see here. Mimi is a 7-month-old Yorkie. She's pretty small. But she's apparently, according to the folks there at the Humane Society of Greater Dayton, she's the boss. Heaven is a 6-year-old German Shepherd who is very, very gentle. And here's the thing. They're inseparable. They've become inseparable there at the shelter. And they're trying now to place these dogs together. They don't want to separate them. They're not sure how they're going to do separated. They say they're the best friends, but shelter life is starting to take a toll on their mental health, as I would imagine. The team has worked tirelessly to keep them together, but after months with no luck, we're facing the heartbreaking possibility of having to separate them. But they've become best buddies. They're in the shelter, and they look so super cute together. They're just like the greatest little odd couple. So if you or somebody you know has room in their hearts and home for Heaven and Mimi, go to my Facebook page and you can check it out. You can see the pictures of them. There's 5 or 6 pictures. They look super cute, and they need a home. They're tired of being there in the shelter. Somebody's going to have the space for them. But just be prepared. Like I said, Mimi, the 7-month-old Yorkie, they say is the boss. So, but you can find that on my Facebook page. And thank you to Sarah for sending that to me.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Oh, Todd, thank you. You like my shirt today. That's nice. I appreciate that. It's just a plain old V-neck T-shirt. Me too, Kelly. Me too. I'll be right back. I gotta grab something off the printer. Drop my new headphones. Good Lord. It's Tasty Tuesday. Everything is tasty on Tuesday.
Joe Flacco heads south on I-71. We'll have the latest at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Come on, back to the show. The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. So, I haven't gone out trick-or-treating for, I don't know, 20 years, probably. I've certainly been home when we have had the beggars come to our house, which they'll be doing here in a few weeks. And usually we just get a bag of candy, right? Nothing too complicated. Here's some Jolly Rancher, here's some Kit Kat, or here's, whatever. I have totally missed this trend over the last number of years. This is the first I've heard of it today. My wife sent me a kind of a TikTok meme or whatever it was. And this person posted, it's almost time for the third year offering both full-sized candy bars and potatoes to the kids on Halloween. And I thought, what? What is this? Last year, we went through a 10-pound bag of potatoes, and I thought, well, this can't be real. This is something stupid, So I did the little Google. And it turns out, as far back as 2021, I see stories where people have been giving out, and lots of times it's an option to the kids that come to the door. You can have candy, or you can have a potato. And many kids, for whatever reason, are opting for the potatoes. Now, if it had been me as a kid, I probably would have opted for the potato because I think it's funny. But I've missed this totally. Is anybody in the Dayton area giving out potatoes or giving them the option, potatoes or candy? Has your kid brought home a potato on Halloween night? And did you eat it, more importantly?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Hi, William.
I got a potato on Halloween. It's going through a window.
Wow, Clinton, that is a great story. Thank you. Huh, that is crazy. Hey, David, how you doing? Hi, Ashley.
Weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Don't hesitate to call. You call me? You better call me. Damn it, get me a phone.
Call me on my radio.
I'm gonna call you. You got him on the radio?
You won't make a simple phone call?
What is wrong with you?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. Tacos out in the street. Tacos, all you can eat. Lettuce and shells, cheese and meat. It's raining tacos. Yum, 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 yum. It's like a dream. Yum, 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 yum. Bring your sour cream.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream on Facebook and YouTube. It is National Taco Day. Yeah, Taco Day. I guess it's maybe the whole week. National Taco Week, Taco Day. Might even be international. I'm not sure. There's a whole list of places on WHIO.com where you can take advantage of National Taco Day. There's a bunch of deals, different things up there. The one that caught my attention, Twin Peaks. You know Twin Peaks over there by Mall at Fairfield Commons. It's like Hooters, but with flannel. You can get $2 tacos all day. And they also have $6 house margaritas. So, yeah, that's how you can enjoy National Taco Day if you want, but get more on WHIO.com. And that leads us right into Tasty Tuesday.
Why don't you go inside and get yourself a tasty snack?
Want a bite? They're real tasty.
How you get so big that you food of this kind?
It was tasty, delicious, and tasty.
When you're hungry, everything looks tasty.
That was tasty little hors d'oeuvre.
You know, I love talking about food because it's one of the few things we can all kind of agree on. You may not agree with your politics or your religion or your favorite sports teams, but we all love a tasty meal, tasty treats. And, of course, Tasty Tuesday is sponsored by Roosters, a fun, casual joint where every Tuesday is Appetizer Tuesday. They're special today. If you go there now, you can get their fried pickles for only $3. Pickles cut, breaded, and fried into delicious pickle chips. Served with Roosters homemade ranch dressing. They're a big deal. Yeah. So anyway, be the fifth caller right now at 937-457-1290. Don't shake your head at me, Parker Testa. That's quality right there. It's a big deal. Come on. Anyway, on with our Tasty Tuesday. Bistecca Dayton, which is located downtown in the Barclay building, has expanded its offerings. They're now launching. They're launching a weekday lunch. I've not been there. I've heard many, many great things about Bistecca, and honestly, I haven't been, but I got to check it out. They're also adding the addition of a Saturday brunch, Monday through Friday from 11 to 1:30. They've got a couple of items on these look good. Grilled cheese and tomato Sammy. It's sourdough, vine ripe tomato, aged provolone, fontina, cheddar tomato, and Tuscan fries. Ooh, yummy. Monte Cristo sandwich, country ham, smoked turkey, aged provolone, sour cherry jam, powdered sugar. Powdered sugar? What? Oh, boy. And Tuscan fries. And then if you're feeling very adventurous, the roasted beet salad. I'm not a fan of the beets, but I'm sure some of you are. Also, like I said, they've expanded their Sunday brunch to Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 1:30. You can check out their menu at Bistecca Dayton. That's BISTECCA Dayton.com. Mudlick Tap House has introduced also a new lunch menu. They say it's all about bold flavors made from scratch, including a couple of favorites, the creamy Tuscan pasta and a chicken salad croissant. Also, this October, Fusion, which is located in Beaver Creek and in Dayton on Brown Street, now down close to UD, is inviting guests to turn their rolls pink for a purpose. That's, we're talking about sushi. It's a sushi place. For every sushi roll made with a pink soy wrap, I love this. This is great. The brand will donate $1 to the Breast Cancer Fund of Ohio. That's pretty neat. And after being closed for renovations, the owners of Jollity, is that what it was called? I guess it doesn't matter because I think they're closed now, but they're reopening. They're reopening a place in the same space. It's the same folks, I guess. Koji Burger. It's a fast casual restaurant located 127 East 3rd in Dayton's Fire Blocks District. They're going to reopen to the public Tuesday, October 14th. I think that's a week from today. Yes, it is. One item that I'm looking forward to trying is their Steakhouse Smash. It's 2 Koji aged patties, Swiss cheese, miso mushroom, roasted onion, and steakhouse aioli on a brioche bun. Boy, oh boy, that sounds yummy. Well, there you go. There's your Tasty Tuesday here on the Evening Edge. We have an idiot of the week that's kind of food related. This is
You are a stupid idiot!
Comes from upbringing. Parents are probably idiots too.
Idiot! Imbecile pig!
Wake up, idiot!
Silly dilly dokio. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's true.
Well, this story comes to us from the UK. I don't know about you, but I've always enjoyed gummy bears. Yeah, they're really good. But I learned a long time ago, you have to be careful because they're so small and tasty. You think you can just pop them in your mouth like M&Ms, right? Like a pack of M&Ms has what, 20 M&Ms in it, maybe 25 if you're lucky. You can't be eating that many gummy bears. It's not good for you. It'll give you a stomach ache, I promise. A 33-year-old trucker from the UK, I will give him this. Needed emergency treatment after consuming a large quantity of Haribo gummy bears in a relatively short period of time. The guy's name, Nathan Remington, a trucker from the UK, reportedly ordered 6.6 pounds worth of Haribo Cola gummy bears from Amazon. He told doctors that he proceeded to consume the entire 6.6 pounds of gummies in just 3 days. 3 days. 6 pounds of gummy bears. Holy cow. Shockingly, he started experiencing serious physical symptoms shortly after. He was taken to the emergency room with severe abdominal pain, sweating, high blood pressure, and cold sweat. I wonder if Parker could eat 6.6 pounds of gummy bears. Maybe in 3 months, not 3 days. Initially, the medical staff suspected that the man was suffering from food poisoning. Well, kind of in a way, maybe. But further tests revealed unusually high levels of gummy or gelatin in his digestive tract. You've got too much gummy in there. After performing several tests, Remington was diagnosed with acute I knew I was going to screw this up. Diverticulitis. It's a condition with small protrusions called diverticula. They form in the colon wall, causing infection and inflammation. Inflammation. Boy, I can't talk for crap. This is why I don't do news. The man spent 6 days in intensive care with a high fever and severe abdominal pain, and he's making a full recovery. Wonder if he'll swear off gummy bears. That's a lot of gummy bears. 6.6 pounds. My friends that had the pepper party this past Saturday, I talked about them last night. It's always a fun time. But my friend Jamie makes this amazing Chex Mix. I don't know what she does to it, but in the last 2 weeks, we've gone through 3 big Ziploc bags, like the big freezer bags of the Chex Mix. I can't stop eating it. Now, it's not the same as gummy bears. This has at least got a little bit of fiber, but holy cow, it's so good. So I kind of get it. I get it. But 6.5 pounds of gummy bears in 3 days, that is crazy.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show.
Diver.
It's entertainment.
Double D.
Double L.
S-T.
Diver.
I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Now from the WHIO.
military flag is made here in the USA. Stitched with pride and built to last. They support veterans like me because they know what these flags really mean. So if you love our service members and our country like I do, fly a flag that honors them and supports American jobs. Visit collinsflags.com today. American made, proudly waved.
You ever wonder why Verizon charges twice as much as peers offer the same basic service? Think it might have something to do with the fact that Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion. That's billion to me. Yeah. Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. That's why they can offer unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25. Save an additional 50% off your first month when you dial #250 and say the words Mike Rowe. That's #250. Mike Rowe.
Heating, Air, Plumbing Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO-FM, Pleasant Hill. WHIO, Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
All this rain leads to temperatures dropping the rest of the week. We'll have it for you at 6 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
All right, we got to get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Consider the following: miscellaneous and wondrous things.
You see, it's a matter of science, lad. Come here, I'll show you.
Brilliant. Blah, blah, blah. Science.
How can scientific truth be heresy?
What did the great man of science have to say today?
Back Edge Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream on Facebook and YouTube. So last Wednesday, NASA says that they missed an asteroid that passed just 300 miles above Antarctica. They didn't see it. They didn't see it coming in. Now, in their defense, it was only 9.8 feet in diameter. It wasn't huge, but it was an asteroid. And it wasn't detected until hours after it had passed. Whoosh. Missed us by that much. That's closer than the International Space Station, by the way. But it's not a record. Back in 2020, a different asteroid passed even closer at 230 miles above Earth. This particular asteroid that went past us last Wednesday is called 2025 TF, and it orbits the sun every 751 days. So that thing is flying. But it missed us this time. Bradley in Covington. What's up, Bradley? Hello, Bradley.
Michael, you started talking about gummy bears, man.
Yeah, what about them?
You're blowing my mind because I didn't know that they could, hurt you, but 5 years ago, about New Year's, I let my kids pick out candy and pop and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, my son, he says, Dad, can I get a bag of the gummy bears? And I said, well, make sure you share them with your brothers and sisters and whatnot. And he says, okay, Dad, I will. So about an hour later, I'm like, yo, where's Bubby at? And I go in the bathroom, and he's sitting in the commode, and he's dying.
Oh,
and he's
no.
sweating to death. And I'm like, yo, Bub, what's going on, man? He says, I ate the whole thing of gummy bears. I said, why'd you do that? And I didn't know that the gummy bears, he looked like he was going to die. So I said, I'm going to call the ambulance, get in the car, let's go, And he's like, no, I'm going to be okay. Well, he sits in there for an hour fighting for his life. And I didn't realize gummy bears could do that.
They
You
could.
said that. And the guy almost died from them.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it didn't happen to your kid. Now, how much did he eat? How many pounds?
If you go to the Dollar General and you get one of those little bags for $1,
Yeah.
he ate one of those. That's all he ate.
Only one bag did that to him?
He ate one little baggie like that.
Wow.
And he's fighting for his life for an hour and a half. And then about 2 hours later, he comes out of the bathroom. I kept checking on him and wiping the sweat off his head,
Yeah.
And he comes out and he's like, oh, I'm fine. Everything's okay.
He passed the gummy bears.
I'm like, what the heck's going on? You're
Wow. All right.
man.
Bradley, that is a cautionary tale. Thank you for that call. Let's all take that into our memory. Don't go nuts on the gummy bears.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T-O.
Double D.
H. Oh. Double L.
S-T.
I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
at Liscombe Drive. Report of a crash there. Also, one on the ramp from southbound 675 to southbound 75. Not seeing the accident, but I am seeing some slow traffic. I'm Will Harris, WHIO Triple Team Traffic.
WHIO, Dayton's news and talk depend on it.
If anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing to break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
And now the moment we've been waiting for is here.
Hey, I'm here for the big show.
This guy, Todd, to make you laugh.
He's funny.
Show it.
Okay, boys, hit it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is rolling on Facebook and YouTube. I mentioned a little earlier, it's National Taco Day. And I posed this question this morning on my Facebook. A, where do you like to go for tacos? Local place, preferably, like a mom and pop or whatever. Even, Mexican restaurant. One of those local chain types of deals. Food just has really, really good tacos. And is there a particular topping that's maybe a little unusual that you like to add? I'm pretty boring when it comes to taco toppings. I just want cheese, tomatoes, and sour cream. That's pretty much it. And I like beef tacos. That's my preference. I as much as I like guacamole, I don't put the guac on the tacos. That's for dipping. That's what I prefer. And I'm not a big fan of lettuce, shredded lettuce. But maybe you've got a preference. 937-457-1290. I got this story a few minutes ago from Edgehead Clinton, who's a avid listener and viewer of the live stream. And I hadn't seen this, and I'm curious if this is some sort of record. It has to do with the NHL and a hockey fight. Hockey is known for their fights, right? What's the old joke? I went to a fight the other night and the hockey game broke out, that kind of thing. So this happened between a preseason matchup of the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers. Now, already there's a rivalry, right? There's a rivalry, interstate rivalry. But apparently it turned into a bloodbath. There was a fight that broke out at some point during the game, probably soon after it started. But here's what happened. It got so bad that there were 16 ejections from the game and more than 300 penalty minutes. And I would wonder if that is a record for ejections and penalty minutes in a single hockey game. 300 minutes. That's insane. Let's see. The league announced yesterday that they were fining 2 players and suspending 2 others, all players from Tampa Bay, for their conduct in Saturday's unruly matchup. Additionally, the NHL announced that they are fining the Lightning $100,000, and the coach was, John Cooper receives a $25,000 fine as part of the ruling. Wow. I'd love to know if that is an NHL record. 300 penalty minutes. Now, I know it wasn't regular season, and usually they don't really keep records for preseason like that. But that's got to be, 16 ejections and 300 penalty minutes. That's nuts. Here's another kind of quasi sports controversy that Jerry Jones, owner of the Cowboys, is backtracking on. And I saw the video, and I got to tell you, I'm not sure I'm buying that it was an accident that he flipped off the Jets fans that were below his luxury box. But I guess he said on a talk show, some sports show he was on, that it was an accident. That the Cowboys, I guess, had just scored a touchdown. And up in his box, he was looking down on the crowd. And I guess, of course, now this happened in New York. So, the Cowboys are the visiting team. So there's going to be a ton of Jets fans there. Well, everybody knows this guy. He's a national celebrity. So as soon as the Cowboys scored, everybody started booing. And they started looking up, I guess, at him. And you see in the video, he just flips him the bird. And then he points at somebody, and then he quickly gives him a thumbs up. And he's saying, and this is why I just don't buy it. Not that I care. Who cares, right? If any fan base should be flipped off, it's the Jets. Anyway, he says it was an accident. It was inadvertent. Quote, the gesture was inadvertent on my part because that was right after we made our last touchdown and we were all excited about it. There wasn't any antagonistic issue or anything like that. I just put up the wrong show on the hand. I don't know what that means. The wrong show on the hand. It was inadvertently. It was inadvertently done. I'm not kidding. I want you to call it accidental. You can call it accidental, but it got straightened out pretty quick. I had a chance to look at it. It got straightened out pretty quick, but the intention was thumbs up and basically pointing at our fans because everybody was jumping up and down excitedly. He flipped them off. I mean, there's no question.
I meant to give them a thumbs up, but I put up the wrong finger.
Yeah, I don't know how
him and his southern twang.
Yeah, I saw the video. I'm not kidding. I watched it probably a dozen times just to see. And could he have just but no, his hand was not even positioned the right way to do a thumbs up. A thumbs up is your hand is sideways. You got your knuckles forward. You get your thumb up, right? He had his fingers. He was giving him the bird. But it's not, who cares, really? But I thought this was interesting in the story that I saw. And I didn't remember this. Do you remember this? Let's see. Late last season, Carolina Panthers owner David Tepper got fined because he threw a drink at a fan in Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
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 But see, to me, that's totally different. I mean, I'm not whining about this at all, but that could be considered assault. It is. You throw a drink or food on somebody, that's assault. I mean, it's probably the weakest form of assault, but it's assault nonetheless. But flipping the bird, who cares? But I just thought it was funny that we live in this time now where something like that happens and you gotta backtrack and you gotta, I'm so sorry. It was an accident. We got some mail to get to here.
Knock off the jaw jack, and it's time for mail call.
Master, I have mail for you.
The fan man.
Oh, I'm a big fan of yours.
The mail is here.
Your hate mailbox is full.
If you'd like to send me an email, it's at eveningedgetodd@gmail.com, or you can message me on Facebook or YouTube. Just look for at Evening Edge Todd. Hey, Todd, I love your show. Well, thank you. Let me hear and I listen most nights. I'm wondering if you might promote an event my family and I enjoy every year at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base next Saturday, October 18th. It's the annual Pumpkin Chuck. They launch pumpkins on a catapult, and it's quite entertaining to watch. Yes, I've talked about this before. In fact, I knew somebody at one time whose dad, I guess, was involved with this. And I've heard all about it. And they have a Facebook page, and I found it today after I got this message. It's a STEM program. So there's lots of science involved, and I know you like science. I do. Maybe you can make it out as my guest. It's a free event. Again, thanks for your show, Russ and Fairborn. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of cool. This happens just outside of where the museum is. That big sort of landing area, that big grassy area, that's out there on Airway and Wright Brothers Parkway or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. That big yard out in front of the Air Force Museum, and they have these giant catapults. And there's engineers out there, and they help the kids, and they launch these pumpkins through the air. I've seen videos of it. It's on. You can see it on YouTube and Facebook, but it's pretty cool. And it reminded me, though. I remember years ago when I was working at the alternative rock station in town, the X. We used to do Friday nights at the asylum, and we used to have our big annual Halloween party down at the asylum. And the guy who owned that club, and if you know anything about the asylum, the building, and it's still there, it's now a runaway shelter. It's like 5 or 6 stories. Like it's pretty high. But on the one side, it's just nothing but a giant, brick wall. There's no windows, nothing. At least at the time, that's the way it was. And he built a catapult out in the parking lot of this nightclub. And that night, we must have destroyed 100 pumpkins. It was great fun, just smashing pumpkins. And that might have been the theme at the time, the band Smashing Pumpkins. I think that's what it was. But yeah, that's always a good time. Watching pumpkins soar through the air and then splat on. I think we have a sound effect for that. Yeah.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up. T-O. Double D. H. Oh. Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
The government shutdown is now on day 7 of the latest at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Back to the show, everybody.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook and YouTube coming up after the news. I've got a odd story that we're going to have to issue an adult content warning. Yeah, you're going to want to hear this story, but we're going to have to issue the adult content warning. Let's talk to John in Dayton. Hey, John, what's shaking, man?
Hey, Todd.
How you doing?
Long time listener. I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
About the owner flipping off the Jets fans. He wasn't flipping them off. He just gave them a half a peace sign. That was the accident. He meant to give him the peace sign, but he only put up the one finger by accident.
Okay, I'll give him that. He just maybe that index finger just couldn't reach up. Yeah. You know, it was
exactly. It in his elder age, he's got arthritis in his hands, and that he might have had the trigger finger, and it just wouldn't function at that moment.
That when you get to a certain age, that happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's rough, but hey, here we are living the dream.
Yep. All right, John. I appreciate your call. Thanks, man. 937-457-1290. I'm not sure. I mean, if you look at the video, I think he did it. I think he flipped him off. What I think, though, is that he wasn't thinking about where he was at and the position he was in at the moment. He just instinctively responded. It's like when you're driving and somebody cuts you off. There's a moment where you just you forget, this could be a problem. You flip somebody off, you say something, you yell or whatever, and you think, oh no, this could turn into something ugly. And it just slipped his mind who he was, where he was at, what he was doing, and just flipped in the bird. He probably does that all the time. It's just this time it was caught on camera.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, pump. T-O-double-D. H-O-double-L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
on WHIO. Break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Don't give me that politics, Jazz. It's not my racket.
People are tired of hearing nothing but doom and despair on the radio.
Everyone just relax, all right?
The problems of the world are not in my department.
Now, who'd like a cookie?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. You might recall a couple of years ago, I went ghost hunting for the first time, and I've been wanting to get back. We just haven't been able to hook it up. But I saw this story today, and through that experience of my own, I've met several other people who are avid ghost hunters. This sounds kind of cool. The oldest and possibly most haunted hotel in Las Vegas is hosting a contest to put somebody there for ghost hunting. This is the El Cortez Hotel and Casino. It opened up in 1941. It's had its fair share of mobsters, murders, and even paranormal activities. It says in a hotel that is 84 years old, it's almost expected for guests to see and hear some creepy things like phantom footsteps and shadowy figures. But here's the cool thing. If you go to their website, you just have to look up, I posted it on my Facebook, but you just look up El Cortez Hotel and Casino Ghost Hunting. You could win $5,000. So you register for this, you go through whatever process they have, and then if they pick you, you'll get $5,000 and you'll be able to go stay in Las Vegas and go ghost hunting in this place. It's kind of cool. The one chosen will be tasked with walking through the hotel's corridors, casino floor, and any other areas that are thought to be haunted using ghost hunting equipment. Woo! And the contest runs from October 6th through October 31st. And the trip is expected to take place in early December. So if you're interested, go to my Facebook page and you'll find it. We've got a Dumb Ways to Die.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
When we talk about dumb ways to die, we're not making fun of these people and their timely demise. We're merely sharing their story as a cautionary tale for you when you're out and about running around in the wild. You pay attention to what you're doing and make good decisions, because death could be waiting for you behind around any corner. And this is kind of sad, but I got to tell you, it is a dumb way to die. And it used to be, and you've heard of car surfing before. There's been kids who have been tragically killed and seriously injured because they're on top of a car trying to surf as somebody drives. And it makes no sense at all why kids do this, but they do from time to time. And there was a story a week or two ago. I didn't talk about it on the show, but that happened. That is exactly what happened. Well, this one, I just don't get, because this is like next level. 2 teenagers were killed early Saturday while subway surfing on a J train in Brooklyn, New York. And I have seen videos of this, and this makes absolutely no sense. So, and this has happened 3 other times this past year. Kids will climb onto the top of a subway train in New York City and stand up on top of the train, much like they did in Polar Express. Remember that? The cartoons, they're on top of the train. The guy even had a campfire burning. Not real, right? We all know that. But they get up on the train and they're standing up and they're surfing as this subway train goes flying down the track. Now, not only, are you dealing with the subway the subway car bouncing back and forth. You also have all kinds of obstacles that are hanging down, like bridges and footpaths and, train signs and all that stuff. And unfortunately, these two lost their lives. It's crazy. The New York Police Department have been tracking subway surfing incidents since 2022. They've even started using drones to try to keep, kids from doing this and keeping an eye on things. So they've got drones flying around New York City, following these subways, watching to make sure these kids aren't climbing up. Of course, why are they doing this? Clicks. Its videos get posted on TikTok. And they say that as of 2025 of this year, TikTok and Instagram have removed over 1,800 videos of people subway surfing. That makes no sense. No sense at all. All right, we've got this story. I guess we should issue the adult content warning here, just to let people know what's coming.
Warning. We have young ears present.
That's very adult, Todd.
How salacious.
Here it comes.
This is your last warning.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Yeah, we started doing the adult content warning probably a month or so ago. I got an email from a big-time edgehead who's a mom and said, I love your show and I love the stories that you do, but sometimes they might be a little more adult in nature. And I've got little kids that are in the car and they like your show too, she said. But I just like to know ahead of time so I can sort of gauge things. I'm like, okay, well, here's one of those stories. Russian women have reportedly been paying $245, up to $245 for tiny wigs that they glue to their pubic area for a more natural look inspired by the 1990s. According to Russian media, the popularity of pubic hair wigs has skyrocketed in recent months, inspired by a naturalness trend sweeping Russia. Both young men and women have been flocking to specialty online stores and marketplaces to look for these realistic pubic wigs. Now, I know you're probably asking yourself, why on earth would someone need such a odd accessory? Most users want to adhere, they say, to a natural look of the nether regions inspired by the 90s era. I kind of remember that era. I'm just being honest with you. But they don't want to grow their own hair for multiple reasons. Some have opted for permanent hair removal. Others just don't want to deal with the itchiness of growing hair. So the wigs are the perfect solution. And I saw pictures of them. And they think of like, those little troll dolls have the crazy hair. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of like that. And you can probably get them in hot pink if you want. The Match News Telegram channel claims that prices for pubic hair extensions range from $7 to $61. Those are the fake ones. Those are the fake ones. And they're extensions. So I guess you got to have something there to attach it to. Some women choose accessories made from natural materials, which start at $245. Special adhesives are used for attachment, which, according to the manufacturers, are safe for skin and mucous membranes. That's going to be a trend here. You just watch. 100%. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. My, oh my. 937-457-1290. I'm going to be flying in a few weeks. Mary and I are going to New York City on October 21st, and we're going for the Marconi Awards. I mentioned this when it was announced, this was last month sometime, that both myself and Larry Hanskin from Miami Valley's Morning News were nominated for a Marconi Award, each of us individually. And we're going to New York for the big award show, which is going to be taking place at a hotel not far from Times Square. It's going to be a pretty big deal, but I saw this story today, and it has to do with flying. So you know how all the airlines now nickel and dime you for everything. Everything. The one thing that we all probably thought would be untouched. What do you think that might be? It would make sense. Yeah, you got to pay for your carry-ons or your luggage or whatever. You got to pay maybe for a meal. You can kind of see where things are going with that. You want to rent headphones. You got to pay for that. Certainly you got to pay for booze on the plane, and food and snack. You can kind of in your mind think, well, I can see where maybe they would eventually start charging for all of that. There is a budget airline in Canada called WestJet. They've announced that they will no longer, that customers will no longer be able to recline their seats on the aircraft unless you pay extra. So that little 2 or 3 inch recline, if it's even that, it's probably 2 inches. That little recline, they're going to start charging for. I guess they're reconfiguring their jets to offer a, quote, modern cabin experience with new seating options. Economy seats will have a fixed recline design, which will help passengers preserve personal space, which means you can't recline it. While the premium cabin section will still have seats that recline. No word on how much it's going to cost. But I guess if you're really trying to go cheap and you have to fly up in Canada, WestJet, get prepared to pay extra to recline and stretch your legs. This is why I don't fly very often. I'm going for this event, and that's the only reason I'm going. Otherwise, I'd be driving. It's crazy.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment. Fill it up, folks. T-O-double-D. H-O-double-L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
No subway surfing for me. That would require me climbing, and I don't climb. Listen, you're going to love this story. I'll do it coming out here.
McAfee Heating, Air, and Plumbing Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
The rain clears out tonight, leaving much cooler temperatures. Well, latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Welcome back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. So a little while ago, we were talking about this controversy with Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, where he was caught on video at MetLife Stadium on Sunday. It appears that he flipped off the Jets fans, some Jets fans who were booing after the Cowboys scored a touchdown. And today on a talk show, he was like, oh, it was inadvertent. I didn't mean to do it. I meant to give the thumbs up, but I gave him the bird. And it was just a mistake. It was an accident. I just saw this story on WHIO.com. The NFL has fined him $250,000 for flipping the bird towards fans at MetLife Stadium. And seriously, if you look at the video, you can. I don't buy it. I mean, maybe he just didn't think about where he was at or what he was doing, and he just did it reactionary. But that's where you get into trouble, when you just let your reactions take over, and that's when you get busted. So $250,000, that is the most expensive bird ever, I bet. Think about it. Has anybody been fined $250,000 for flipping off somebody? I still don't think it's as bad as throwing a drink on someone like that other coach did that he got fined for, but or owner, whoever it was. Well, there you go. That's the show. Thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow night just after 5. It is Wing It Wednesday. We have a guest scheduled. They'll be here just after 6:30. Don't forget, you can get the podcast of this show at eveningedgetodd.com and all your favorite podcast platforms, and watch the live stream back on Facebook and YouTube. Have a terrific Tuesday night, and we'll see you tomorrow here on the Evening Edge.
And with that,
All right, everybody, have a great night. See you tomorrow.